In today's video, we're looking at website content. And specifically, we'll be looking at how to create content for your website and how to organize the content so that the website file can be sent to the website developer. The objectives for today's lesson on the website content are: 1. To make content for your website. 2. To use folders to organize and save the website content. 3. To use Microsoft Word to organize the website content. And 4. To organize the layout, content, and photos for the website. Before you start the creation of the content for the website, you need to have an idea of what web pages will be on the website. For our example in today's video, we will have a website which has 4 pages. The first page is called the home, which will be the landing page, which will be a link to these 3 other pages. The other page, the name of the second page will be the about, which will give a description about the actual company. Then the third page, web page, will be a description of the products that the company offers or sells. And in the fourth web page would be the contact us web page, which would be the contact information that the company would give out to their customers and clients. Now, what we will do to save the information would create 4 folders. One for the home, one for the about, and one for the products, and one for contact us. Then we will use Microsoft Word to create and save the website content for each of the 4 pages shown here. Then we will save this information and the photos in the folder. Okay? So the first web page that we'll be looking at in terms of the content, the website content, is the products, right? So we'll actually start with the products. So we'd list the products, and here we have product 1, 2, and 3, and we would save these products and the description of the products in the Microsoft Word document. And for example, we could call it product.doc for the Word document. Now, the description of the products would be at least 300 to 500 words for each product. If each of your products has 1,000 words, then each product would need a web page for themselves. So you would have, if you have 3 products, you would have a total of 3 pages. If you have a description of your products of about 1,000 words, okay? So we would also include photos of the products that you're describing in your web page content, okay? And because you're using Microsoft Word to store and create your document for the web page, then you would not embed the photos in the Word document, because when you do so, it gets a little bit complicated in terms of the picture being stored in the Word file. So what you would do, you would send it individually as separate photos in the products folder. The next web page content that we're looking at is the about web page, right? And for example, I give an example here. It's a description about the company itself. So we have an example here. We are a local company that sells stationery, and it continues, right? So the Word document could be saved as about.doc with a description of about 300 to 500 words. The business objectives and mission can be included. You can also include the experience that the business has. For example, you could say that the business has 10 years experience selling computer parts, for example. You could have certifications. If you're a bakery, for example, you could say that you're ISO certified in terms of the baking standards. You could also include the bio of the different employees. For example, you can say that the general manager has 3 years experience within the field and 1 year experience at this company, for example. So if you choose to include the bios for your staff, you would list the staff, for example, staff 1, 2, and 3, perhaps with their names if you choose to do so. And you could include pictures in the folder, for example, the building that the company utilizes. You could have the employees and you could have the reception area. All right, we're looking now at the contact us web page, and we're looking at the website content for that web page. Again, we're going to use the Microsoft Word document to save our content, right? So we'll type our information in the Word document and save it in the folder that I mentioned at the start. We could save the document as contact.doc, and again, a description of at least 300 to 500 words, right? The contact information should include the name of the business, the physical address, the mailing address, the phone number, the fax number, and the email, and the social media um, channels that the company chooses to make available to their clients or customers. So you could have YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and other social media websites if the company uses those social media channels. Now, instead of using the email in the contact us section, you could actually use a form. So here have an example of a form in this white area here. So the form, right, would be on the contact us web page, and it would allow the person to enter their name, enter their email, and a section, a bigger section now, which has the area to collect the comments or the message, and then a button to click submit to send the message, the email, and the name to our company, and it would redirect it to the email address that was stated right here. Okay. All right, the next thing you could do, you could include some photographs in the contact us section. So here we have the building, and here we have the worker. All right, the next web page content that we're looking on is the home page. So the home page normally has links to other pages in the website, right? So here, for example, we have a banner right at the top. Then we have the information, and then we could list our products if we choose to do so on our home page. Now, only part of the home page which would have original information is this section here, which has information, right? So the other parts would just be a summary of what is on the other web pages. So it's a link to the other um, 3 web pages that is shown on our example. So here we could list the first product in the first 50 words, which were, remember we had in the product section we had 300 to 500 words. In here we just have the first 50 words, or the summary of the the description that was written in the product section. Okay, so we have product 1, product 2, product 3, and we summarize it using 50 words, or the first 50 words of the 300 to 500 words that we used previously on the products web page. We could have a slider, right? And the slider would have different pictures with the information, right? So for example, could have product 1, 2, and 3 shown in this slider, shown in this yellow box here on the green box, which represent the home page. Now, website content, and in terms of the products, here would list our products, and we have product description, and it continues through for product 2 and 3. And here we are looking at the photos. So here we have the 3 photos. Now, the example that I'm looking at is screens, and we might not necessarily be familiar with the different cranes that are sold as a developer, uh, as a website developer. So what you need to do, you need to label the under the product description, because you'll be passing on this website content to the web developer. So what you'd have to do is put in square brackets the name of the actual file for the different photographs, because the web developer might not be familiar with what the different pictures represent, to make sure that he doesn't mix them up or put the wrong photo with the wrong description. You actually write the actual name of the files, okay? Also, for the home page, it will be the same procedure, and also the other photographs on the other page, it will be good practice to write in square brackets the name of the different files. So, for example, crane 2.jpg, so that the person doesn't mix up the pictures with the description that is on the different web pages. All right, so the website content, if you're sending the photographs to the developer, they should not be thumbnails, right? Because those um, size pictures are too small to do anything. If you enlarge it, it's going to become pixelated, and you're not going to be able to see the picture clearly. The ideal size for the images are 1920 pixels wide by 1280 pixels in height, right? So the image size, this is of 1920 by 1280. This is also called the 16:19 ratio, and this is your widescreen. So in today's video, we looked at the how do you create website content, and we also looked at the layout for the basic website of 4 web pages, right? So this brings us to the end of today's video. In the next video, we'll be looking at website layout. So please take care until then. Bye.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.